good whatever to you, whenever you're watching this episode of the St. Cloud Moron Show, where we jump on the bandwagon of goofing on Aaron Imholte, who is now deep in his Serenity Now phase. I am with my co-host, my former divorce expert, when this was the divorce show, but now we're just throwing some darts at the Aaron Imholte board. Have you met your goal for the day, Spurg Snake?
If my goal was getting out of bed before 10 a.m., yes.
And you also completed the goal of one show in the bag so far, talking with Annie O'Ryan about Outer Worlds. I did have to drop out about an hour in, and you guys had a lot more to talk about, because I wasn't too far in. You were just getting to the parts of the game that I haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah, you left right on time, because after that would have been spoilers for you. Fun game. I recommend it to anybody. In your case with the Switch, it's a little tougher pointing and shooting in a first-person game with a controller. I can't stand it.
Are you
myself.
a keyboard shooter?
Yes.
I'm a rope shooter.
Damn you. Speaking of keyboards, though, I do owe you and chat an apology for last week. I was chit-chatting in the chat with my loud keyboard, and that's completely unprofessional and a little rude. I didn't, I should be a little nicer to the guy who's giving me screen time here.
We're learning as we go along here, as we are pretending to play broadcaster, as Aaron Imholte is pretending to play broadcaster, but we are actually not kicking off with Aaron Imholte today. We are kicking off with our buddy Honk the Clown, who was live streaming April Anderson's. It does appear to be legally and officially April Anderson once again. She has her omnibus hearing, and they were commenting, but there was someone else who was commenting directly to the court. So I've got it right to that portion. This one comes from Stallion19. I believe Doom has a version too. And I just cut right to the point where an observer decides to take part in the court proceedings.
Anything else this afternoon?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Stonks loves you, April. Keep your head up, dear.
Yeah, I think it's proof that April Randall.
Was that Honk in the courtroom? I couldn't quite tell. We've got potentially criminal and uncivil law watching it. Okay, yeah, that was Honk himself announcing that April's got support.
Yep, yeah, you keep your head up, girl. We all love you. The Spurg, believe it or not, all the Spurgs in the Discord, Spurgtopia Discord, we miss April drastically in some cases, because she was more entertaining than Aaron ever was. I mean, even her just being there was, better.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Exactly.
We're going to pave the Steel Toe studio and put up a parking lot, because, oh boy, that was a shitty joke. I need to bring in Duke Phillips for that one. I did not sing it. That got you giggling, but Duke Phillips was not a fan of that joke as soon as it came out of my mouth.
It stinks.
Well, Jay Sherman isn't either. Close enough. Jay Sherman says that joke stinks. But the dynamic between April and Aaron actually did have an air of entertainment. We shat on it and said this stinks, but now that she's gone, it's stinkier.
Yeah, it stinks much worse. I would gladly trade Matt back for April, but
I don't think it's a trade.
Exactly. April's
Matt is getting dropped, but it isn't an official trade,
right.
Which does bring in more money for the toe. But Aaron doesn't like broadcasting alone. I could go ahead and bring him back to co-host auditions if I'd like for that solo stream. But no, this is the spin-off show where we point and laugh at Aaron.
Men were willing to burn down the world for a Minnesota Six.
That wasn't Honk. Was that
No.
Ian Hawk again? He came in during the one of the last appearances by April in court. That definitely wasn't Honk the Clown saying that one. He's got a very noticeable voice.
Yes, he has a distinct voice. That could have been Hawkman. I'm not sure. How these guys are getting these links, I don't know, but it is it is the best thing to happen. That's for sure.
A little dabbling in contempt of court.
Right,
Which, as
and
we'll get to a little later, there seems to be a loophole since they're not actually in the court. They're virtually. That seems to be a loophole currently in the law.
right, I can be disruptive from my home, right? That's legal. And I find that strange that they do this. The Zoom court is it's just odd to me all around. But it makes sense. You don't have to.
It made sense, especially when we couldn't go anywhere, and it's still around.
I think it should stick around for certain. Do you want to go to court for a traffic ticket? No, you can just phone it in. Who cares? The other thing is with this, I don't understand what the omnibus means exactly. I didn't go watch any of the law tubers. I don't know what the file this.
It was explained to me
motion.
by one of the law tubers, and I already fucking forgot what it's about.
Yeah, same. I probably was like, "Oh, what's this?" And now I don't care. So it just went.
I
right out the
definitely
other
learned
ear.
it at some point, and yeah, same as you. Just didn't care enough for it to really stick in there.
From whoever the observer is that's
Help
speaking.
me.
Jesus Christ.
All right, thank you very much. The matter is adjourned.
Observer, can you just
Thank you,
ban the
Your Honor.
judge? He's annoying.
Where's April? We didn't get to see April.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, holy
Get out of
shit.
my
Who
dad.
is speaking?
Sir, can you just leave? We're gonna take over now. Thank you.
Yeah, April's a whore.
You've been a great judge up to this point, but we got it. We are of the Court of Spurgs. We are on April's side. Well, you are supposed to be impartial as a judge, so the judge in place does have that against him.
Yeah, that too good. I didn't catch all of this. I saw some of it, but I didn't really pay attention. That's great. We got this. Don't worry.
Don't like you, April. I'm sorry.
Holy
Is
shit.
this
You
See,
Go
good
ahead.
judge.
who,
You seen it? You using your eyeballs?
just tell me your name, sir.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is this
My name is Seymour Butts. Are you going to
Exactly.
deliver that pizza to me, or what?
Icy
IP
wiener.
freely. Everybody put down their glasses. IP freely.
Dude, the Bart calling Mo was great. I remember that was like one of the best gimmicks in the early seasons.
Did you hear the red tube bar where those a lot of those calls were the exact same jokes? It was a guy back in was it the 60s, 70s? It was like decades
Really?
before of a guy making prank phone calls to Red's tube bar, and Red would pick up the phone and have that same reaction as Mo would. I'll gotcha like a fish.
Oh man, I'm going to YouTube right after the show.
Write that down. Red's tube bar. Those classic prank phone calls that some of them just straight up lifted by Bart Simpson.
Nice.
B. LaRue? Is that you?
Oh,
I've got to back it up to
Uh,
get that full name that observer put in there.
Great.
B. LaRue? Is that you?
B.
Oh.
LaRue.
oh, I'm not Balin LaRue.
That was
Fucking
Nicholas
idiot.
Recato.
Greg
Yes.
Edwards.
That's Nicholas.
Greg Edwards. He's been around the Discords. You were supposed to
Yep.
put in a phony name, Greg.
Too
Okay,
painful.
Bill Schultz is homeless.
Connor or Mary,
This-
can you speak?
You will not ban.
Yeah, I was having a little bit of a problem stumbling over myself, Rini. A red tube, that's, of course, the Red Rocket, and Red's tube bar. Gotta be careful with those wordings.
Me from
Just-
speaking. This is America.
Hold on.
All right, well,
Holy
whoever you
shit.
are,
Sir?
Oh, and thank you, Ed. Red's Tube Bar in Jersey City, New Jersey. Wonder if that's still standing. That is for all the huge fans of phony phone calls to check out Red's Tube Bar.
I don't know you, but I am finding you.
I will not stand for this,
I am finding you.
even though I'm sitting right now. Oh, you're gonna. Hey, you're gonna. What
Yeah,
courthouse am I in? What
You're in his
contempt?
courthouse. You're making
Show
an
me the
appearance in his
contempt.
courthouse. You're making an appearance in his courthouse as we speak.
Okay, uncivil law is of the opinion, yes, you can be in contempt here, sir.
I'm looking at potentially criminal too. He's just like, just losing their shit. That's so great.
That theory that I put out there, that since they're not in the actual court, there's a loophole. Uncivil law, his reaction is saying, nope, that loophole that I theorized does not exist, and playing with fire of prank phone calling a court in session.
Yeah, I also find it's extremely funny because, like, the judge obviously has no idea what's supposed to be going on here, and now he thinks he's got somebody who's supposed to be appearing in court acting up, but doesn't know what to do about it. I think they're just now getting into like some of these Zoom calls up in Minnesota.
I think we've got our new Jerky Boys-esque album where people are phony observers in court. It put out a whole album of you in contempt of court. What could possibly go wrong?
They'll never figure it out.
Courthouse. You're making an appearance in his courthouse as we speak. He can absolutely find you in contempt.
Okay, absolutely can. I misheard earlier. For some reason, I thought I heard he can't. He can. You are in his court.
Stop. What about April being a whore? Like, does she need to be punished for her whore activities?
They're just taking over this courtroom. She's been doing whore stuff. Are we gonna sentence her for her whore stuff?
Oh no!
Stop. What about April being a whore? Like, does she need to be punished for her whore activities?
Holy shit, dude!
Oh my god! Oh god!
And I hope they do find you in contempt. I hope they find you in contempt. I hope they drag you into the courthouse.
If he's not in
and
Minnesota,
put you in
I don't know what
jail.
they can do.
All right, and potentially criminal. He's on the other side. If not Minnesota,
Yeah, right. Like they're not. Nobody's going to waste resources to find somebody in another state who was goofing off in the small beans court over here.
I'll go to wherever our state is. I'll extradite it myself personally. Just tell me where he lives.
Judge Nutsind.
I'm gonna put everyone except the participants back in the waiting room.
Oh god!
Oh, that little twitch! I didn't notice that before. The judge's annoyed little motherfucker.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a bit upset, huh?
Doing his best not to show it. Just that small little tell.
Too many people disturbing the proceeding. I can't really tell who they are. And so
we all got nuked. Good job. Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
And so goodbye.
Anyway.
And that's the end of that chapter. Everybody got kicked out of the courtroom, including our reporters there. Worth it. Potentially criminal didn't seem to be so happy about it, but totally worth it. But and it's a good thing that Aaron has grown as a human, and he's said it many times before. He's moved past it. It's in his rearview mirror. He is not talking about April or Nick anymore. Live and let live. So I guess this clip posted 2 days ago of him talking about Nick Rada. This must just be an old clip, right? It's not brand new.
Oh, we got to look at the whiteboard.
We didn't win Thursday, 5-2. I don't understand that score.
Yeah, that's not a good football score, that's for sure.
A little screenshot of the Z-Man in there as well. He should be quite comfortable, Zumak, in a courtroom by now.
Yeah.
you never hear him speak for concern of the people he's responsible for.
Vikings record. Okay. I was thinking we didn't win Thursday. He didn't get the goal. And thank you, Captain Miserable. It's the Vikings that didn't win Thursday and have a 5-2 record. Thank you for clearing that up.
He always speaks about how he didn't do the thing you think he did to the people he's responsible for. Every time he talks about the people,
he's talking like a gangster here. He didn't do the thing you think you thought he did.
Yeah,
he's responsible.
Lot of vague words.
He is doing a better job here than talking around. Speaking of Ashley LaRue, oh boy, maybe I got to watch that full 1+ hour that Doom has up of him violating that protective order. And just so when he tried to like cutely talk around it, and it was just obviously talking about Ashley of a third party, my cousin,
third party,
who's not my cousin.
That's he's got third party number 1 and third party number 2 now as well.
A fourth party is April. Slam Piece, she'll be a fifth party. A lot of parties. Ooh, fifth party for Slam Piece. That's our party of 5. Hope Jennifer Love Hewitt shows up to that. Boy, I am just chock full of the awful, terrible puns today. Can't help it.
Think he did to the people he's responsible for. Every time he talks about the people he's responsible for, it's all about how you don't understand his part of it. You don't understand that he's not a piece of shit, that he's a really great guy and wonderful. Like, dude, that ship has sailed. You know, he was saying the cocaine test. We asked them to retest it and they wouldn't. That's a lie. They always retest them. When it comes up positive, they retest. It's been retested.
This is actually some body language that we haven't seen from him. He's not looking at the camera. He's off to the side. Maybe he's looking at Gordy the dog. We'll get to more Gordy the dog in a couple of clips.
Oh, really? Okay, good. I was worried about that dog.
As was April, as she put out on her Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, again, that high school ex-girlfriend thing where he's just like going to ask the same question 15 times, hoping he gets the answer he wants this time. Oh, yeah, he did say at one point, I can't find the clip itself.
There you go. Look me in the eye while you fuck me in the ass, sir. You got to give me a reach around. Look me in the eye and give me a reach around. That's what I ask of you, Mr. Imholte. Actually, no, don't look me in the eye. I won't be able to get any pleasure at that point. I'm going to stop making gay sex jokes.
But he said, Aaron, I'll get to tell my story. I have stories about your wife, your life. He heaved up and said wife. And then he said, I get to tell my story too, friend. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Here's the problem. The story you tell is going to be horseshit because unlike me, you don't have the ability to self-critique. You don't. The reason why people were enamored with my part of the story was people were looking at me and going, are you out of your mind? Do you know what you're confessing to? Do you know what you're admitting to? Aaron, you're saying you did all of these things. Even the judge in your case said it. They said, hey, man, when this guy told his stories, he incriminated himself. He laid bare everything he did wrong.
You laid bare publicly. You weren't at the police station laying yourself bare. Well, I'm sure you were. But that was publicly. No one knew a damn thing about that. Well, people were suspecting something going on, what with that stream in the hot tub. But you tattled. That was being the tattletale is what interested people.
Yeah, definitely. Big mouth fucking Aaron had to snitch on everybody.
Almost missed capturing that shot there. That is going to be a good thumbnail for an upcoming episode. Hopefully an insanity episode. You've been even duller than usual in your Serenity Now phase, Imholte.
There was a shame. There was an inherent remorse. There was, I did wrong. Here's what we all did in what I was saying. You're no doubt going to come on looking for blood, looking for vengeance.
there's something about his face right there as he said that is particularly punchable. So Nick Rada is coming for vengeance. That's
Oh, he will be.
Absolutely not what Aaron Imholte. I was not after vengeance when I tattled on them for months on end.
Going to come on looking for blood, looking for vengeance. Unfortunately, Nick, I kind of be-rabbited myself from 8 Mile. You're Papa Doc right now. I've just handed you the mic and say, here, tell these people something they don't know about me.
That's actually not obscure enough of a movie for the obscure movie references Aaron drops. People actually know that one.
That's I was reading Caps. I am interested in the side talk that April had with any of the other girls there, like Keanu or Kayla. I want to know what she said about Aaron once she didn't have to pretend to be nice to him anymore.
That's the show we all wanted, but April's not getting back on the internet to give to keep volleying this vitriol back and forth. That would bring the insanity now, the insanity later up. We've said that a few shows of wanting April to do, but she is being the better person. She is taking the higher ground. She is being a whore in private. She is not being a whore in public.
Yes, correct. I think she is keeping a lot of the shenanigans to herself. Somebody was on her Twitter this past week, and it's debatable if it was actually her or not. Some people seem to think it's Nick talking to himself.
I did hear her first tweets since like February or something. I didn't look into it much more to hear the controversy that it might be Nick who's talking about Gordy and whatever the fuck her Twitter was talking about.
And unless what you come up with is somehow self-reflective and self-critical, but he can't do that. Nick looks in the mirror and he sees me. So he's not going to be able to be self-critical. So it's going to look like a lying liar who lies. And that's not me.
No, it isn't you.
Yeah, that's totally,
I don't think you know what a lying. Yeah, I don't think you know what a lying liar who lies looks like.
That's the hole you've dug yourself.
Yeah, instead of having a cork board over on this side like I do, have a mirror. Because he's been doing this a lot since we've been covering him, of projection and talking about other people while seemingly not realizing he's talking about himself.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do look forward to the stories you have to tell. I am interested. I'm very, very interested. I'll have some content. Scarebro with 199 says, check notifications. Is Nick not inhaling? Well, you wouldn't be able to inhale your vape pen either if you were huffing your farts so deeply. There's not a lot of room left to inhale at that point. Oh, I was watching the Kino Casino last night talking about this stuff, and they said something about me that I was really it offended me greatly.
What did they say?
Bitch tits, Kleinfelter, small dick, can't fuck,
spider hair.
They went with the fake donos thing.
Okay, this is a new one. We haven't heard him complaining about people who complain about his fake donos. The theory is the Venmos that come in, because it's a net loss if you were to super chat yourself. One of the reasons that... Yes, sir.
I'm getting a message right here. I just got $150 from a guy named... Oh, shit, I got a good one. I was trying to improvise and I lost it.
You could have thrown any name. Even shit I forgot could have been a great name.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Yeah, that's right.
Shit, I forgot. Thank you for the $150 via Venmo.
Jeez.
Aaron.
It's obvious that he's getting these like off the clock donations that aren't really there, because when he complains about not having money literally the next day, it kind of gives him away.
Or he could just be keeping up with his lifestyle, getting those chili dogs from the gas station. And do they sell laundry detergent at the gas station? Aaron can tell me all of the stuff that he can buy for cheaper down at the Kroger that he rather gets right over there. I just need to drive 2 minutes. What, am I going to drive 12 minutes to buy all my groceries at once for a discount of what I would buy them at the gas station for? So I guess that's where the money went. It existed. These Venmos that you can't see, it existed. But I just had to go shopping at the gas station, which is a Simpsons joke as well. Homer asking, "Why can't we just shop at the gas station like normal people?"
It's so crazy to me that he does that too. Heck, this hash browns and Celsius. That's his breakfast of choice. And what gas station is it? Because it can't be. It's got to be like a Sheetz or something. Something that has like food in it, or maybe a Pilot or a Flying J's. Maybe it's
even
a
7-Eleven. It might just be those taquitos that he's getting warm, and they've got the microwave there. You can get those microwavable burritos and some taquitos at your simple 7-Eleven.
That's crazy.
Fakes donations. Didn't he admit that?
No.
And I'm like, first of all, if I was doing fake donations, the last thing I'm going to do is admit it. But second of all, ever since like Melton's fans got this whole thing going, which by the way, Andy, PPP, you guys are repeating a Melton thing. I know how you feel about that guy. You might want to. So,
you might want to kill him? That's a little bit extreme, Aaron. Kill him and take his joke. Johnny Blaze believes it a Quick Star. I haven't seen a Quick Star, a Quickie Mart type of store. So we will go with that it's a Quick Star, and I haven't seen one of those.
Nice. I like it.
Wawa's, though. Once you've had Wawa gas station food, the only thing that is better is like those ones in the deep south that are run by a mom and pop who make homemade cooking at their gas station.
Yeah, there's one around the way from me that they have a dedicated food spot inside the gas station, and you can get a plate of food for like $3. Like almost like deli style. Greasy
I used
spoon.
to think that Sheetz was the best gas station food, Mr. Z, and then Wawa came to our small town in Maryland when I lived there. And the chili dogs, chili cheese dogs are delicious at Sheetz, but lots of shits from those Sheetz.
Ever since people started that rumor, I was like, how retarded is the concept of me faking a donation? Because you know what doesn't happen if I fake a donation?
You don't make any money.
I don't make any money. And then I stop asking for money if I do a fake donation and it hits the goal. Now, no more money's coming. So not only does it not give me the money I'm saying I'm getting, but it also stops other money from coming in. It's a really odd, of all the rumors that have been made up of this show that are not true, I would say the baby bird rumor is more reasonable than the fake donuts rumor.
The baby bird rumor. I'm missing this one. When I hear the baby bird, I think of a disgusting Opie and Anthony stunt is what I think of with the baby bird.
Yeah, exactly. No, and he's trying to say that faking donos would hurt him more than benefit. Yeah, we all been saying that. That's why he kind of shouldn't be doing it. But he does fake the donos in order to get. It's like, I know he still has Twitch brain. A train rolls with it in that mindset over there. It's a different
the rally,
platform,
the
Twitch.
train on Twitch, the rally here where he's still allowed. Which I was so surprised. I think it was last week or maybe in between shows that I found out he was making like $20,000 a month on Twitch, but then he Imholted himself out of that gig too. I'm going to start using that. Imholte instead of the word Munson from now on.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Imholte is definitely in the vernacular vocabulary for that. That's what I was sort of picking on him for. He was making good money, but it literally sharp off the cliff. And somebody else got him banned from Twitch. He was letting somebody else use the Twitch channel like it was a radio station. It would be like if I came on Dylan from somewhere and was doing my own shit, and I got your channel yoinked because I showed some butt cheeks. And that's where the "damn it, Matt, you know better" comes from. Is I guess somebody showed nudity on Twitch, and this was pre-COVID, just before COVID, maybe, or just after. I'm not sure, but lockdowns were rule lockdowns on Twitch were already coming through because of hot tub streams and Invader V, like people like showing exactly enough skin to stay on Twitch, and hands above
And I talk
keyboard.
about Twitch. They were really quick to be like no feet ever, but they were really slow on the gaming girls with just a floss of a thong covering up their butthole while they have a butthole camera, a front end camera, and a gaming camera.
Mm-hmm.
They were slow on the take to take those down.
I don't understand why, because both of them were probably making bank.
So he was treating it more like a Howard 101, bringing in his Bubba the Love Sponge for the afternoons of that Twitch channel. Or like David Collins coming on Blind Mike. He's got his morning show coming up. And he was on Hack Ride, Catch 22 last night, and did talk about how he was considering me. I didn't reveal that information because he decided to go in a different direction. But I was like, shit. Now you're just shining a light that we had a great conversation. I was considering him, but nah. It looks like he's going with the format of actually, he wants it to be like a radio show, David Collins. So the three guys actually in the room, I understand going with that, but yeah, we had a good conversation. Hopefully I can do something with David Collins coming up.
Yeah, he's a good, a good, he's not in the dabble. I was going to say he's a good dabble guy, but he's not. He's like, he does his own shit, and it's really funny. Very funny. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm disappointed I won't be part of the show and getting some more exposure over on the Blind Mike Network, but I see the direction that he was going into of trying to be more like old regular radio shows with people in the room. So good luck on that, Mr. Collins, and give me some of that sweet exposure coming up soon. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Now, let me clarify, Johnny. Both untrue.
Mm-hmm.
But the fake dono one always got me because it was something that was made up by people who like genuinely like have this weird hatred of me. And they're like, no.
The important takeaway, if
weird.
any rumor is true, it's the baby bird.
Oh, thank you, Johnny Blaze. I'm going back at some of the chats I missed. He believes the baby bird might be Nick finishing in April's mouth, and then she feeds it to Aaron. That is Johnny Blaze's theory of what the baby bird is. Because I'm clueless on this baby bird. That's as good of an explanation as I've heard, because he wasn't part of the vomiting baby bird as from Opie and Anthony.
That's pretty good.
Or did Aaron get his copy of Puppetry of the Penis? Is he doing the baby bird with his pecker? And if you can do the baby bird with your pecker, I would think you would be better at satisfying your wife, because you do need a little more length for the baby bird than others. The wristwatch, that's the easiest. Anyone trying to get into Puppetry of the Penis, the wristwatch is the easiest. And if you can't do the wristwatch, you probably can't do the vast majority of the Puppetry of the Penis.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the wrist. I can't even say it. Wrist watch and the helicopter, but I haven't gotten into any extensive puppetry with that. But I do remember having fun at parties.
It's a Vegas show too. I didn't see it when I was in Vegas, but it exists.
Oh wow! That's more
At least
material
it did.
to steal.
There was a Puppetry of the Penis in Vegas right before lockdowns. I'm not sure if it's still there.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I know COVID changed a lot of stuff. Real quick, shout out to Cap, taking off for the day. Got a doctor's appointment. Godspeed.
Good luck.
That's not what. That was not
Baby bird confirmed.
Baby bird not confirmed. No baby bird.
I think
yeah, the fake dono thing. Now, don't everybody go to PayPal and Venmo and Super Chats and everything else and start writing in, this is actually Aaron, this is a fake dono. I'm just kidding. Absolutely start doing that. In fact, fake dono rally, just make sure you say it's an Aaron fake dono.
Oh, thanks. That's a funny bit. I'm glad that you're going that route with it. We've got a second person who says the baby birding is indeed the rumor of April feeding Aaron some of Nick's. Thank you, Mike Rackhabit, for letting us know that is what those rumors of the baby bird is what he's talking about.
That's disgusting, man.
Takes me
It's
back
very
to
funny, but
Clerks, the new variation of the snowball with someone else's, not your own.
Right. That was the word I was looking for too.
But
Snowball. I couldn't remember. Sorry about that. I just couldn't remember Snowball. There was
I'm now getting more into that quotes, but you said you didn't fuck him. How many? 37 in a row?
Try not to suck any on your way across the parking lot.
For those wondering what the fuck we're talking about, watch Clerks. It's a fun movie.
Always found that one interesting that people got in on that one, because I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. The fake dono thing. If I'm getting to the point of fake donos, we're
Like, not only are you not making money, you're paying the people that you're donating through, you're paying them a percentage of the money you're not making.
Right.
To give yourself so you're actually losing money. You don't give yourself $5, you give yourself 3 and change. And then it's like, okay.
I would lose money with a fake dono. I know it's one.
Nova, Ricky Berwick is incredibly likable. And Johnny Crutches doesn't show off the goods of his dying legs like Ricky Berwick does. Now I was going to say that's someone who would be great there as a second mic, but there's no way Aaron can afford Ricky Berwick. He has quite a following. I think he's making a decent living off of his stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of people know who Ricky is. He just gets out there, wildly funny, and doing edgy boy stuff right. He pushes buttons, and I enjoy watching a lot of his stuff on Twitter.
Thanks for being a member for 2 months, Cupcake. I remember Puppetry of the Penis on HBO show Real Sex. The kangaroo was my favorite one to do. Oh, I did not get to that one when I was practicing the puppetry of the penis. I'm gonna have to see if I can do the kangaroo.
One of the copes Mersh has to, deal with the fact that, things over on Nightwave are not going well. I forgive him because, that guy's just, he's holding it together with toothpicks and baling wire at this point. So I get that. That's fine. But to hear it from a reputable source like Andy Worski and the Keno Casino, I'll be honest, it hurt my feelings. So I don't want any fake donos today. Don't be throwing fake donos. Absolutely send us money and write fake.
No, if you would have done one of the blatant winks, that might have been a little fun thing. This thing you're doing here, that took the fun out of it.
Yeah, show us, don't tell us.
Dono in it. But we do not fake donos on this program. Yeah, Mersh currently has a Rumble deal, but he's yelling at them on pretty much every stream he does. And he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He only has a Rumble channel.
Uh-oh.
And
that's not going to work out well.
I think Mersh is pulling one of those "you can't fire me, I quit" moves. Like he knew that Rumble wasn't going to renew him.
I fucking love Mersh's current breakdown. The YouTube channel _Mersh has been covering him very well. Of him, they were in negotiations, and some companies like SiriusXM, they wait till the very last minute. I actually know an actor who was part of an ensemble cast in Los Angeles. Was it the 4100? I think it was called. But the network waited not only till the very last minute to renew, they gave them every actor an extension for like 2 days so they could actually have a meeting and decide, are we bringing this back? Actually, that was the same with Jim and Sam. I remember one of their contracts that SiriusXM waited until it was already over to be like, oh hey, you want to do this extension so we can? But Mersh, he started going scorched earth like 2 months out.
Oh yeah, he was very upset. And he was screwing up his reads and stuff too. Like, Rumble has this program where advertisers can pick your channel for you to do reads, and they'll send them to you. If it's, of a certain type of channel or whatever. And he was like screwing those up, and Rumble got mad at him for that, or one of the sponsors. He's like, I'm not getting my money. It's like, dude, you're fucking. All you have to do is read the advertisement correctly and be through it. Get through it. But he wants to be a showman and starts talking about the product wrong, and I don't know. Rumble's a Ponzi scheme.
As much as Mersh was giving them shit, he gave them all the reasons to be like, let's just not negotiate with these guys.
Yeah, especially after complaining about how YouTube was not negotiating with him. Apparently, that's one of the things that both him and Royce were upset about, was YouTube kept like $1,500 because their channel got demonetized. Like, it never paid them out.
Ooh. Mersh, that is not a good face. I would rather take Royce's face. Royce, his face can sell some products. Mersh's face, not so much.
Not with that eye.
And Royce, also a really good karaoke singer. When I was in Tampa and went to WATP Live, Royce did a fun little karaoke gig. So good for Mersh. Oh, damn it. Stupid Rumble and its sinking ship before we can go make money over there. But Baincouf is right. That ship was not water ready when they sent it out there. Mr. Z, Ashley Madison had a data breach, and a lot of their usernames were exposed. So the cheat on your wife site, that is what happened to them.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a big deal. Everybody was very upset about that data breach.
Him. So now he's just yelling and screaming and bitching about Rumble. But and he's pissed that apparently they sent his partner Royce an email saying Mersh is bad for your brand. You've got to have a talk with this guy. He's going to cost you a lot of relationships, so on and so forth. And Mersh has been screaming and seething about that too. He's like, yeah, it's a fucking dirtbag move. And I'm like, in business, it's not really a dirtbag move.
No, they're protecting an investment.
Like, because if Rumble went to Mersh and said, you're hurting the brand, blah, 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 Mersh could just hide that from Royce and then, just move on and not talk about it. But at least if they tell Royce, this guy's a problem for your brand, he's going to cost you a lot of relationships, insinuating that maybe there could be some kind of Rumble deal for them if Mersh hadn't gone apeshit on them. They do that, Mersh. It's almost like an intervention. They're like, well, we got to go to other people because this guy, we can't talk to this guy. We can't communicate with this dude. So again, no fake donos today, guys. Let's not do fake donations. I mean,
Please don't do this again when you get done with this. It's not a fun gag, Aaron. And whose chat was I just looking at? Fuck, I lost it. Swing and a miss for me of trying to bring up a chat that relates because I can't find it now.
Real quick. Oh shit! I just lost my train of thought. Oh, he's going on about Mersh and how he's making bad decisions, and he would be able to hide it from Royce. Royce and Mersh are back on YouTube, as far as I know. ROTC is streaming on YouTube again.
That's what I understand from the _Mersh account, is that they are no longer exclusive to Rumble. They're still on Rumble, but they're not being paid for that exclusivity. There it is. Mark
Right,
Bass. Okay. That was always something that was suspected, was that it was way more. I think even like the swipey apps do that. Well, actually, they don't need to do that anymore. You go on Tinder and Bumble, you can tell what the fake accounts are of those. There's plenty of fake accounts of scammers trying to get your money out of you, both as men and women. I've heard many women fall to that ruse than men. So
Oh,
Uh,
like a man being there, like dating, and then the women sending money
yeah, the
and things
women
like that,
sending
getting
money.
catfish.
They've at least there have been more that have come forward from women. I was sending money to him for months, for years.
Oh man, Ugh. I'm just
Bane Koof,
I'll real
thank
life.
you for.
Oh,
One of these days, we'll figure out how to not talk over each other.
it's me.
Bane Koof, thank you for the $5. Rumble staff does not do tiers because the team thinks that no tiers will make more money. Yeah, that's right. Everyone everywhere does do tiers, so it's either a pay or a don't pay. I am quite ignorant to the Rumble model, and you can do much more on Rumble. So sad to hear that their direction isn't keeping them afloat, because we do need a nice rebellious YouTube such as Rumble to stick around right now. But whatever. We'll just start performing live again. We're gonna go to a stage and play broadcaster now.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better avenue. I was trying to figure out Rumble, and I don't like the back end, but I do agree with you. You get to present more, you know, a little fast and loose over.
It's just, if you ask me, that's a real shitbag move. So definitely don't send us money on Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble rants, Super Chats. Don't do that and write fake dono on it. It's not productive.
Okay, he didn't do this. You get a half a point for figuring out that wasn't as fun as you think it was.
$2 from Dill Pickle says fake dono for begging strips and spaghetti.
Not me, by the way. I am not Dill Pickle. He does have a fun Chippendales Chris Farley picture there.
I tweeted something about getting Gordy begging strips. And
Right.
I did think it was funny. Some people wrote in, responded to the tweet and says, wow, you getting begging strips. That's pretty good, huh? I was like, oh shit, you know what? That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Should we show him on camera? Should we show?
So we've been talking about Gordy for a bit. Do I have a timestamp for this one? This one, let's just jump right here to get into the Gordy talk. So it may or may not have been April that was tweeting about missing Gordy and all this other stuff. So possibly Nick, you're thinking, which I could see. I could see her being like, I don't want to do social media. Sure, Nick, you want to take it, do some stuff with it. So I could definitely see that it's actually Nick. I can believe that.
In my opinion, some of the tweets came off like it might have been Kayla too, trying to make April look a little worse than she is, like a homewrecker. But it all seems kind
Trouble
of weird
in the triad, you
suspicious.
believe? With
I think
the two
so.
ladies.
Can I give you my prevailing theory in my brain real quick?
Sure. What's happening in the triad now? They are being intelligently quiet, unlike other people.
So there was a rumor a while back that April might be pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And if that was true, I don't think Kayla would be very happy about that, because they're not going to try to add a sixth kid to this entire huge new family. But at the same time, I remember Aaron saying that April can't carry children, so there may have been a miscarriage. And I think that there's some very deep emotional stress going on between April and Nick and Kayla. Because now people are saying that Kayla's not happy in the marriage and that there may be some type of rough waters coming ahead between those two.
Well,
I don't
that's
know. It's all speculation, so...
A lot of people who should end their marriage do just open it up to new relationships. So that could be what was going on there. We'll see if we hear anything from that triad. They're being quiet, so we are just speculating of a feud between April and Kayla. I was thinking that they were simpatico. That was my prevailing theory. So we'll see if that changes. Well, we'll see if something happens to change my opinion.
That's what I was going to say. Something's got to happen. And the only other thing that I'm waiting to happen is seeing what Nick does to Aaron, because I think there's some stuff coming down the pipeline.
Oh, the pipeline. I thought you were going to say the pike. We know that lawsuits heading down that pike seem to get fucking lost.
Oh yeah, we got to watch out for that.
I was genuinely touched when April was sad about hearing that I gave Gordy away. Like, clearly she's having a difficult time. Clearly she's having a hard time. And I don't wish anything terrible on her. In fact, I think she's a girl with a lot of potential.
I just wish a little bit of jail time for her. That's why I did what I did months ago. A little bit of jail time, and vengeance shall be mine. Which, of course, we just watched the clip of him talking about how Nick wants vengeance. Nick is all about vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. We know Aaron's all about vengeance and sticking it to people under as much as he can, under the guise of still being their friend.
I still think
we'll get back to it, but B Smiley's talking about why would Nick or Kayla do that? That's why I think it's Kayla, because Kayla would change April's Twitter to April Law to make April look like a homewrecker. You know what I mean? Like Kayla's not happy about Nick and April being closer than Nick and Kayla are. So I'm wondering if there's, is Nick trying to trade up to April and still keep Kayla, or is Kayla jealous and trying to out April as a homewrecker and Nick doesn't care? I don't know. It's all weird. It's all sus to me. It's all weird. I don't know unless I get to talk to one of them, which they're all clammed up right now.
And of course, as I said, I'm on the other side of thinking that they're enjoying their thruple life. Of course, problems happen with thruples. Maybe they hit one of those. At least for the first several months, I believe they were having just a fucking blast as a thruple.
And see, do we know they're all still together? Because we know April's at Nick's house doing court from Nick's thing, but I don't think anybody. Oh, that's right. Oh no, see, good. I'm glad that B Smiley brought that up. He's right. There was a picture of Kayla and Nick and April all out in front of the courtroom together. They were in the bullpen or something. Like Nick and Kayla were there to support April. So maybe they are all doing okay. I know they're all ready to get Aaron. All three of them, no matter what the state is.
Yes, absolutely. I could believe that they are sticking together. If there are problems, they are staying strong until the one who wanted vengeance and furious anger brought upon them gets it on him.
Yeah, it's coming for him, dude. He ran his luck out, in my opinion. If there was any lucky luck left in Aaron Imholte, it's gonna be. It's gone. It's evaporated over the last 2 months.
I think she's got a full life ahead of her. If you make the right moves and the right turns, I think she can do great things. But when I saw like she was busted up over the Gordy thing, I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, a lot of this stuff from this weekend was funny, and you're watching it, you're like, oh my.
I'm used to seeing her busted up from my forehead, but not emotionally.
God, this is a fucking Greek tragedy. But like there were some things where I was like, I did used to know this person, and I'm like, oh, that's really sad. Plankton says there's no way you really think that's her making the post. I do.
And Ricada B. Fallen adding another question. If it's Aaron who hacked it, that's a fun theory that it's Aaron coming out and doing it. So we absolutely don't know. Nick, Aaron, April, Kayla.
I agree.
I really do think it's her. I think she mirrors the way Nick talks. I do.
And if she mirrors the way Nick talks, and that was by her, what was it? B Smiley saying that her tweets sounded like Aaron when she was with Aaron. That may just be her taking on the personality of her boyfriend. I've had female friends who are very annoying about that. Where I enjoy your personality. Oh, and now that personality is just dead because you found a boyfriend and just was like, this is my personality now, so he'll love me forever.
Yep. That's Aaron himself has said that about April, that she's like half of her last boyfriend and half the current boyfriend. So that holds water, that's for sure. I think it's wildly hilarious that everybody thinks that it's probably not April or some amalgamation of April and somebody else instead of just being her. And changing the name to April Law 1111 is really strange too. Like that, why? That doesn't make sense to me.
That's new to me. It's a few things that we come across when covering Aaron that it's like, oh, I don't have the tolerance of Aaron to have searched even further into this.
Yeah,
new stuff as the show goes along.
I do think that she, has kind of adopted that way of speaking. It could be him. It really could. But some of it does seem like her. I don't think he would know. Like, Gordy is a weird dog name to spell right, but I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that part. Let's just assume that Nick's not like the absolute most monstrous person who ever lived, and he wouldn't be sitting there with 2 accounts tweeting from them. Maybe he was, which would be really fucking pathetic. But I think it probably is her all busted up and broken up over something. But the Gordy thing, I was like, oh, Jesus, I don't, last thing someone who's in a rough spot needs is to think that a dog they like, I didn't even know that the dog really meant anything. But I didn't want to, and also I thought it would be fun for everyone to see that Gordy was still alive. So let's see. Gordy, come here, bud.
Here's what I was looking for. This started reminding me of a Ron and Fez bit. Say cookie. Say cookie. Gordy, come here. Gordy, come here. So
yeah.
Let's see. He starts calling for Gordy at about 3:10.
And also, I thought it would be fun for everyone to see that Gordy was still alive. So let's see. Gordy, come here, buddy. Come here, Gord. Come here, Gord. Gordy. Downstairs, bud. He was sleeping up on the bed.
Oh, then you're just being a dick. You're waking up a sleeping dog. There's a whole phrase about letting sleeping dogs lie and everything. But no, I need to prove that I didn't kill Gordy and eat his meat. That I didn't send him off to the farm far, far away.
Let's see, and that's the one weird thing that he was just mentioning. He's like, I didn't know Gordy was that big a deal to her. And it's like, dude, she probably has way more attachment to that dog than you do. I don't think he even gives a care that the dog is in the house. I think he just puts food and water in the dish and is done with it. Not a responsible dog owner, I should say.
He does seem like one of those people that wouldn't have that emotional connection to a dog.
Right. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Wouldn't it be terrible if I went up there and I was like, chat, I have terrible news. Gordy, come here, buddy. All right, I have to admit, I got rid of... No. Let's see if I can get him down here. Where? Guys, give me a moment.
Okay, so about 1 solid minute of Gordy, come here. Gordy, come here. Oh, there. It didn't take as long as I thought to prove the dog is alive. Thank goodness he didn't send us one of the dog's paws to prove he's still alive.
Yeah, that's exactly right here. Here's one of his paws. He's quite all right.
There he is. There's our little boy. Sorry, bud. He hates it down here because I'm yelling and it's...
And he was just asleep. He has now got a loud voice in his ear and just wants to go back to sleep.
It's noisy. Hey. And I woke him up from a nap. just to bring him down here. Are you a good boy? Gordy, you want a treat? I got you new bacon. I got him begging strips today. Buddy, you want a treat?
He doesn't look to be a big fan of you. He's got his back turned to Aaron the way that Aaron had his back turned a little bit earlier with that odd body language.
I got him begging strips today. Buddy, you want a treat? You want a treat, Gord? You hate it down here. You want a treat? Oh, just a good boy. Just a good boy. You want a treat? Should we go get you one? Oh, he fucking hates this shit.
He probably just hates you.
Yeah, I was going to
You wanna
say,
say
that's
anything?
projection. More projection from him. He hates this. Does he? Or do you not like it?
Aaron took away, Gordy's favorite parent left, and now he's just stuck with the one that's still there.
I love everybody. Everybody is my favorite. You're Donald Trump for president. He's going to send all of my relatives back to the shitholes from whence they came. Isn't that right?
Shithole country. Funny, Aaron.
Yeah.
But it is just such a good boy. It is such a good boy, Gordy. Here he is. He looks miserable, though. Now people are going to be like, Aaron's dog is fucking suicide. Are you okay,
Gotta
bud?
get him some
You
doggy
want to go up on the
Valium.
he hates being up on the table, too. Be up on the table? Here, where'd your ball go?
Well, no, you're just teaching him bad habits. Don't teach him to get up on the table. Silly bastard.
I wish the dog would piss right on the roadcaster. That would be so good right now. Like he just lifted his leg and took a...
Wonder if Aaron would not give a shit, like when he spilled water all over it multiple times.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's still working, to be honest with you. He's very lucky it just hasn't died yet. I don't think he turns it off anymore.
Let's throw you a ball. Hold on, buddy. Let's throw you a ball. Shit! Gordy. Here it is.
I thought he was actually saying shit at shit. He just couldn't find the ball.
Yeah? You want to do that? Okay.
Hey,
Here.
Paul.
He wants to chase his ball. Ready? Okay. Ready? Go get it. You don't want to jump? Here. Go. There he goes.
He still hasn't learned that those little teeny chihuahua legs really can't make high jumps without hurting themselves.
No, and that's exactly how they get hurt, is jumping off the couch or off the bed at an older age.
I'm
They
starting
got
to
very
think
spindly.
that he bought a look-alike dog once those tweets came out.
Just ran down. Just let me borrow your dog.
Bring it back, bud. Where'd it go? Guys, this whole bit is fucking falling apart on me. Oh, there it is. Bring it back. Come on. Bring it back. You want me to come get it? If you guys ever get a Chihuahua, fetch is never their strong suit. You want me to come get it? Okay. Come on.
Loving their owners isn't their strong suit. Oh yes, there's the TV's Will Heron bug down there on the side. We had a couple videos from Stallion 19, and now thank you, TV's Will Heron, for pulling this clip of Gordy not being too thrilled with his owner.
No, and Aaron looks extremely weird with his headphones off. I don't know. Maybe it's just me not used to seeing it.
Yeah, it's like seeing someone without a hat, who you've just seen him with a hat all the time. Seeing Aaron without his headphones and not in a mugshot, it just looks odd.
That's a good point. The mugshot
He doesn't have a
did look
snazzy suit on. He's just got his regular clothes on. And Be Smiley, that was very recent that Aaron was just having a ball talking about mutilating cats. That was really upsetting Johnny Crutches. Yeah, that was very recent. And many of us were like, well, That's the signs of a psychopath who hasn't worked his way up to humans yet.
Yeah, right.
Speak, Gordy. Louder. 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 One more time.
Fun little edit by Will Heron, and that is where he would like to send that dog, just out the window.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out there.
There was just one out the window. I remember, was it a movie where the tennis ball goes off a balcony and the dog jumps off a balcony? Too?
I can't remember what movie that is. That sounds familiar, though.
It might be a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Not ringing a bell. I just watched
Okay.
damn near all of them.
Oh,
Might be in the
boy.
terrible seventh
man,
season.
You binge watcher.
Oh yeah, I started way back at the beginning of September, so I've had plenty of time to get through all 6 good seasons and decide I don't need to watch 7.
She's too good for a lot of that like normal politics bullshit, you know. Oh my God, Pants Maestro with 2 hundo.
God damn.
Wow. So that's 160. That knocks out this morning, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be on till 10 o'clock tonight, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
All right, come here.
I'm
Guys,
gonna go check the
hold on.
door.
Can you guys, Matt's going to check. No, let me do the Gordy thing first.
Okay.
Then you can check the door. Pants Maestro, I'm going to do this for you. First of all, let's put that up there. $200 from Pants Maestro says, feed Gordy toe. Don't make me regret this. So I put the treat in my teeth.
So he doesn't get SpaghettiOs. I thought SpaghettiOs were the go-to when any type of living creature comes up to you crying, food.
Just gives him the can too, not even open. Here you go. Here's a can and a can opener. Figure it out, dog.
Gordy takes the treat. Thank you, guys. Not only a win for the toe, 2 wins for the toe, thanks to Pants Maestro. And by the way, can I point out, Pants Maestro, I believe, started out his steel toe career as a staunch hater.
Nice.
And he has been a fucking cool guy. And that $200 means a lot. Pants Maestro coming from you. Thank you, buddy. See, I don't understand this. Why is this like a big deal for people?
I think he got a haircut recently. It does look strange to me. I think he had just a little more. It looks shorter. It's almost like he got a bowl cut. It looks a little bit shorter starting here down, and it looks a little bit longer from here up.
I think he's trying the comb over here thing soon. He's shaving the sides and letting the top grow out so that way the sides catch back up later. I tried that. It ain't gonna work.
It definitely looks 2 different lengths. It does look odd. You were correct, sir. I was missing something there that first time.
Once this starts slowing down up here, you're done. Shave it. Sorry. The sides will keep growing. I can get a skullet if I wanted. There's no. He's trying to part down the center to get that widow's peak across the inlet there, and I don't think it's going to work.
You love your dog. You let him eat a fucking treat out of your teeth. All right, Gord. Ready, bud?
You get the angle right. Otherwise, you're going to get people whining about it.
Here, Gordy.
Ooh, Rob Saul, are you taking notes? If you would like to get a rimming from your dog, just reverse the holes of where you put this treat.
Gordy.
Move the Pants Maestro thing. Move the Pants Maestro thing.
Thank you, Star Chunkster. The tennis ball was something about Mary. That's right. The old woman had that dog, and then it was in a full dog body cast. Thank you. I forgot about that full dog body cast and something about Mary.
That's what I got to go back to. That movie was a lot funnier than I remembered. Like when I watched it, it was funny, but the memories of it seem like it's more funny than it is.
If you get the DVD, they've got deleted scenes of a whole B plot that didn't make it in. Jeffrey Tambor goes down with Ben Stiller, and he just turns into a filthy drug addict throughout the movie. That there's just little small things that make it end of like a filthy apartment and everything. But there's a whole B plot of him becoming a full-on addict.
Nice. Also, why I love DVDs over everything else is because of the extras. That was a pretty good medium.
The commentary and the deleted scenes, it got me immediately to convert over from VHS.
Oh yeah.
Here you go.
Gordy.
You won't fucking do it. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
That's a very white girl thing of you to do, to basically make out with your dog to give him a treat. It reminds me of like shotgunning a bong hit. You're mainly doing it to kiss the lady, and you both recycle that pot smoke, and you're doing it with your dog.
That's kind of gross,
buddy.
I find it to be weird.
There's a good boy.
I'll take dog kisses on the forehead, nowhere else on the face.
Yeah, it was the tip of the nose, the forehead, maybe a little on. But I'm washing right after because I know my dog's disgusting.
There's a good. And you know what? Since Pants Maestro threw $200 at us, let me just try one. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh, that was really fucking bad.
So if Pants Maestro did the $200, would then you do the stick of butter? Maybe it's because it's Milton offering the money for the stick of butter that you won't do it.
That's exactly why. Melton has got this guy's number all the way. There's nothing that Patrick could offer Aaron that Aaron would say yes to unless it was quitting the internet.
That is much more demeaning than eating a stick of butter, eating a piece of dog treat.
Oh, man. And, I wouldn't do it on camera, but I have, like, tasted my dog's treats before. There was one I was getting from Chewy, and they smelled like... Yeah,
some of them smell really damn good, where it's like, all right, what the fuck is this? I've never done that myself, but yeah, some have that smell to where it's like, all right, you piqued my curiosity, motherfucker.
Yeah, it smelled like really good food, like barbecue beef. And I was like, okay, is this what it tastes like? And no, it doesn't. It's on the scent, but once it breaks up, it's like heat that face. You're like, oh yeah, this is meal. You know what I mean? Like it's dogs love it.
No butter as of yet. None of the Clippers have put that out, and that's something the Clippers would definitely put out. Shades Cal, if he ate the butter,
dude.
No, thank you, Pants Maestro. I know that wasn't part of the deal, but I felt guilty. I felt guilty that I just gave the dog a treat that I would just do.
Oh, your
on
dog's
a dare.
got terrible shit taste. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, was that awful. And did you see the tiny little nibble I took out of it? Oh. Can I tell you this? The aftertaste is not bad. I want to dedicate tonight's show, which is about death.
Sam Bibley and Shades Cowell in an agreement that April and Gordy have the same body. I imagine that April probably shivers as often as the dog, with as scrawny as she is. So we are... Oh, this one, before we get to the end of Matt, we have one from Based Pill. This one titled, Aaron implements 2 bags an hour and then immediately breaks it. So that is very... that's a good thing to do. Twice an hour, we do a little begging. Once a show, I talk about super chat, super thanks, and becoming a membership. Well, I guess it'll be 2 because I'm going to do it at the end, and I just slightly mentioned it there. So let's see how long it takes Aaron to break this.
And loss to Blukey's bitch wife.
Okay.
Congratulations. And I'm going to say this one time this hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this 2 times this hour.
Okay.
I'm going to say it at the top of the hour. I'm going to say it at the bottom of the hour.
What's up?
Then I'm not going to say anything till the top of the next hour.
All right.
Guys?
Yeah.
It's $250 tonight.
$250.
Knock it out. Start off with a $100 rally right off the bat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants.
Oh, Streamlabs, the first one.
Can I see Matt take a sip of his Celsius again, please?
Sure. Back it up by 10 seconds. No one uses the Streamlabs. Aaron doesn't get anything in Streamlabs, but he's putting it at the #1 position. All right, now paying attention to Matt taking a drink.
Yeah.
It's $250 tonight.
$250.
Knock it out. Start off with a $100 rally right off the bat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants.
That pinky is way up
a little dainty. He's got a different daintiness. Aaron keeps all of his fingertips on it the entire time.
That's right.
But not his palm.
Aaron is that? That's right.
And he got fancy with it. It's only supposed to be pinkies out, Matt. More fingers out. You're not doing it all fancy.
It's all there. Check it out. Leave us some money. We struggled mightily this morning, but we got it done. Thank you, JT. Thank you, Pip, with $10. Says, great show this morning. Well, thank you, buddy. 2:35 away from today. Let's christen the PayPal and the Venmo, and then we're really fucking cooking this evening. Thank you guys for supporting this show and keeping it on the air. You guys are really crushing it today. 215 is already the number. But why stop there? Keep it going. All the link.
He got a little bit of a hit of some of that goal, and you said you were only going to take a bump of that goal twice an hour. This is the third time an hour you're taking a bump, sir.
I'm glad you went with that type of reference too, because this guy cannot shake the goal. He relapses every 15 minutes. Yeah, he needs another bump of the goal. As soon as a $5 rolls in, he needs another hit. Right then. He's like, all right, 5, how about 10?
I thought a key bump was going to do me fine, and I wouldn't talk about Coke for the rest of the show. How about a full-on line, folks? Give me a rally. Give me a full-on Sam Kinison line, and not one of those pussy lines.
Links are in the chat. Just want to make sure I'm all okay. Those are good. So we still got to christen the PayPal and the Venmo tonight. Let's going to go ahead and do that. I said we'd mention it twice during the hour.
I do make that mistake too, Roach Bait, of using radio terms for live streaming terms and vice versa. So I'm not going to hit Aaron with a shillelagh for that one.
I'm going to mention it twice during the hour. $215 away from tonight. You guys went on a nice little start for us this evening. I really appreciate it. Push through. Get us to like 150 by the top of the hour. We still nothing in Venmo or PayPal yet. A lot of super chats coming in tonight. I appreciate that.
Come on, Matadors, hit the.
So 5 times within this hour, and he's now doing the audit for each individual source. How about a little in the Venmo? And I think he. Venmo doesn't charge you to take the money out, and he's mentioned taking a percentage out for Venmo. That's only for people who must have it now. Like there is a deposit immediately charge, but if you wait the several business days, DSP actually did the same thing. Darkside Phil always gets the deposit now and loses out on a percentage of that money to get it fucking now.
Yeah, DSP would also probably benefit from the super tips, supertip.gg. I'm trying to get me a cut of that Melton money.
That would be fun. I don't see him bringing the super tip system. He is not one for change. It took him, 4 or 5 years to switch over to capturing the video and audio rather than just putting a camera up and recording it that way, which was fine when YouTube first began. But oh boy, did he keep that way around for a while.
Yeah, that was a lot of early YouTube was I call it like guerrilla style, where you got your camera pointing at your television and you're sitting in your chair showing the whole thing. OBS is and StreamYard, make sure I say it right, and EVMux, that makes it so much easier for anybody to jump on here and do, an on-air show, professional radio gig. But that's why I make fun of. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Across the airwaves.
Yeah, there you go. And because he's living the fantasy over there. He thinks he's a professional radio DJ, even though he's relegated to YouTube just like most everybody else.
Yep, we were in the same boat, Aaron. We're all pretending to be a broadcaster. You, not a broadcaster anymore. You're just playing like everyone else.
Right.
The PayPal.
Keep throwing that money at us. Keep the show on the air. We appreciate that. $215 away from tonight. Typically, we like to be under 200 by 8 o'clock, so you're on a good pace to do that, but fuck
Hell
it,
yeah.
man. Let's get to 150
Fucking knock it out.
by the top of the hour. Jack and Sixes says, I think you should grift every time you pause a clip. I don't know. Grifting twice an hour is pretty innocent. I mean, that's less than commercials on TV or radio.
He doesn't even realize he did it.
No,
It's
that's
just
what I mean.
second
Like,
nature to him.
it is so ingrained in him to push something every so often. Like if he was back on, I guarantee you he's great on radio for that. Go through, play 2 songs, and then come back and read for All Care Towing or read for Tony's Bar, and then play 2 more songs, and then come back and like, yeah, the weather's great and this person sucks, and then play 2 more. You know what I mean? Like there's a pattern that he always hits. And now instead of it being a commercial break or a read, it's straight up just give me money. And it's occurring more and more frequently throughout the show.
It is about as long as commercial breaks would be in an hour. It's like 10, 20 minutes per hour that he's been begging, judging by real media players compilations. They didn't used to be over an hour. It's now like a quarter of the show sometimes, those compilations of just the begging.
Yeah, I think it started out about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and now, it's in the 45 to an hour range almost every day. And I can't believe that he's squeezing this money out of these people every time. I can't.
A little got more and more. It's his Mr. Brownstone is getting these tips and hitting this goal.
No kidding.
Radio, for God's sake.
Twice an hour is pretty innocent.
All right, we are 205 away from today. Thank you guys very much for those 2 $5 gives, Nick and Tridio, as well as Funeral Director. We appreciate that. Keep her going, guys. Appreciate it. 205 away. Hammer it out. All the links are in the chat. We appreciate you. Let's get this thing done. All right, let's go and take a look here. Okay, we thanked Paul, right?
I do get quite a tickle when he is just pulling the e-brake on the show to be like, all right, we are checking Venmo. Still nothing on Streamlabs. It's been 3 years since anything has come on Streamlabs, but nope, none here. So how long are you going to look at this phone? Let's back it up. So that's 5 seconds. All right. Starts looking at his phone.
Let's get this thing done. All right, let's go.
2:28.
Go and take a look here. Okay, we thanked Paul, right, for his
I think so.
for his $2.99 over there on PayPal. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah.
No, not as long as I thought. Just 20 seconds on his phone. Well, that's because nothing new came in. I want to make sure that we thanked Paul. Yeah, we thanked Paul. All right. Oh, and he's got that ugly shirt that Mr. Anderson gave to him. He loves that shirt that his former father-in-law gave to him.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I want to know if he's deliberately wearing it to stick it to April, like every time, like she's watching. I don't think that Nick or April even pay attention to this guy except for when it's presented to them. Like, oh, he was running his mouth again. Look at this. It's not like they tune in just to rip on the guy. And wearing your father-in-law's gift shirt still seems kind of weird.
Like the thing is,
Right.
it's this often. He might enjoy the shirt, but we've seen this shirt a fucking lot. It is in his heavy rotation. We haven't seen the NWO shirt. Like, he's wearing this as often as he used to wear the NWO shirt. I used to see clips with him with that NWO shirt all the fucking time. And now it's the golf shirt, the ugly golf shirt that his father-in-law got him.
Yeah, Aaron has horrible taste in shirts. I mean, I'm not one to talk because I wear the same 5 shirts over and over again too.
I
Just
make an
usually
effort
try to be plain.
to rotate, and today I've got the Regal Beagle shirt on.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today. I was like, oh, I'll see you at the Regal Beagle later as you were making your exit. That would be good. I thought that was a cool one. I always liked that name, and Three's Company has a special spot in my child heart.
If you go to Santa Monica, the Regal Beagle doesn't actually exist, but in Sherman Oaks, you can go to Mr. Furley's bar. Or at least you could before the lockdowns happened. All my favorite places in Los Angeles closed down during the lockdown. Another thing to help be like, let's try something different.
Yeah, somebody just drop in $100 and get gross tonight, and then Matt and I will get super horny. By the way, that puts us at 190. Thank you guys very much. Click that PayPal and Venmo, and let's fucking go bananas, huh? All right, guys, throw in ungodly amounts of money, and let's hammer that 190. I want somebody to drop in 100, and then here's what I want to do: teach those morning fucks how to throw money at us.
Yeah,
because they got big for their britches 2 weeks ago. Now you guys.
Oh, we really haven't covered how he likes to talk about the morning and the evening people like they're two different people. Blind Mike has covered this very well, of him trying to pretend like this is two very different groups of people and getting them to have the tribalism of, oh, night people, we're picking up the slack for morning people. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't think that's going to work as well as he thinks it does. Is there some difference? Yeah, I'm sure there's a different section of his crowd that's in the night versus the day. But that's like trying to get your employees to outcompete each other without offering any real incentive. Oh, second shift had to pick up for you yesterday, Mr. First Shifter. And you're like, okay, I won't let it happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same situation. He's trying to make people seem like they're beating somebody by showering him with money, which is strange.
They're beating him off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Once again, I'm just chock full of wordplay that kind of stinks today, but at least I'm aware of my problem. That is the first part of recovery into actually being funny, is admitting you are unfunny.
Guys can take back the title from him.
Okay.
I'm going to say it at the top of the hour. I'm going to say it at the bottom of the hour.
What's up?
Then I'm not going to say anything till the top of the next hour.
All right.
I'm not going to be about it.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
I actually can't pinpoint that. Base Pill is much more observant. I can't tell the difference there on Matt's big old
Maybe
head.
I'm a narc. Maybe I'm a square.
So let's see. How many more videos do we have? We are about at an hour and a half in, and I do want to wander off. Oh, this one, I think I wanted to start a little further in. Yes, 5:52 is what I have marked of when we are going to jump in on this video by So Thorough Joe Burrow.
Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chats.
I do enjoy our buddy So Thorough Joe Burrow adding that. And we lost Spurg Snake. Looks like he done turned into a pumpkin, or StreamYard is just acting up. It did kick me out of Annie Orion's stream a bit earlier and have no reason why. So we'll keep on trucking and sign out of here soon. Hopefully Spurg Snake will be back.
Humble rant. I'd really like to see a rally. I feel like we're doing well tonight. If you guys feel like rallying, go ahead. Otherwise, $100 away, and we've got 3 minutes left. So we've gone 5, or we had 5. 2 minutes, no rally coming in. Message received, if that's the case. We'll head out of here a little early. We've also got that pull tab fund, as we're calling it. So we will have to cover with that, but that's okay. We are $100 away. There's $5 coming in from Von Kaiser. Thank you, Von Kaiser, for the $5 over on PayPal. We appreciate that. That brings us down to 95 for tonight, so we're into the double digits. If you'd like to
everybody's favorite part of the show, the last minute, really grasping, begging hardcore. And he didn't do it for the last 5 minutes on this one, just the last 3 minutes.
Continue contributing. Lord knows we appreciate it. If it doesn't happen, then, we've kind of been on this streak with Monday and Tuesday nights. We've been on a losing streak big time.
Some people say it's me.
Some people do say it's you. I don't know. We'll, look, if there could be any list of reasons, maybe it's just, maybe we just don't earn it. DS with $2.
Yep, now you're getting the point. You didn't earn it, so you're not getting it, sir. Glad you were able to come back. I don't know if that was StreamYard or an internet issue, but
no.
Was it a doggy issue? Did the dog decide?
No, it's what we call a PEBCAC issue. The problem exists between the keyboard and the chair. I kicked the plug out from. I was like stretching my legs, and I kicked my plug, and everything just went black. I was like, you mother. What a dummy.
That's always a pain. You want to ease the plug out. When you just yank the plug out, you might get shit all over yourself.
You hurt yourself. That's what happened. I happened to shut everything off all at once. My bad.
All good. We've got So Thorough Joe Burrow counting down the final 3 minutes of the show. So I do like this time clock that he's put in here. If this becomes a regular gimmick, fuck yeah, Joe Burrow.
Nice.
Says, damn, blonde quick now, Tim Pool, good luck, y'all. I don't know what that means. I think I might be reading it wrong.
Oh, yeah, yes, Venus, you pulled a crutches. Maybe if you were to get yourself an egg chair, that would help with the pulling the plug out.
Yeah, exactly. I know I got some tulip stands upstairs. I probably could get an egg chair going. Oh, man. No, I can't do that much. That's too much prop work.
It does look like a nice escape pod from like Spaceballs or something, Johnny Crutch's chair.
Or Austin Powers.
I like Spaceballs better. I'm going Spaceballs. As fun as Austin Powers
Spaceballs.
is. God, I love Spaceballs.
We ain't found shit.
It's been jammed. Oh, I think my favorite quote is, I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
All right, you win. Spaceballs is definitely a superior movie.
But we ain't found shit. Definitely in the top quotes for me of that. And one of the few Mel Brooks movies without a musical number. Covered that with American Cupcake recently, where
remember
where I ranked the top 9 and bottom 1 Mel Brooks movies. And Spaceballs missing a musical number when you watch them all in a row.
Yeah, did not know that.
95.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watch them all in a row. Musical number. No musical number in Spaceballs.
$5 away from tonight, and we've got 2 minutes left. So 2 minutes to try and make this $95. Again, thank you guys for getting us down to 95. I really do appreciate it. Nicholas, my golfing buddy, throwing in $5. Thank you, pal. Again,
his actual real life buddy, his golfing buddy, threw in a couple of bucks.
$90 away from tonight.
And he's got his golfing shirt on. He's all ready. His golfing buddy just gave him a couple of bucks so he could have a Coke while they're out on the field.
Yeah, see, that's also this clock is. This will all wrap back around to why I think he does do fake donos. He made it sound like that they're actually going through, like they're doing fake donos. Maybe some of them are real, but the ones he doesn't show are 100% not real to me. And this is why, because he has to save face. He was keeping that streak alive for a long time. So it's not like it's that far-fetched that he wouldn't be forthright about how much money he's making.
That streak did mean a lot to him. He got very bummed out when the streak ended.
That's what I mean. I think some of those were just like, I can't lose the streak. Oh, here's $200. Let's do overtime. And then another $100 rolls in that last half hour. His fans love to watch him sweat. And And in those tight ass golf shirts, it's not that difficult.
Right. 9-0. If we get inside 50, we owe you that 30. But we're 90 away right now. Minute and a half left. Stream
90 seconds, $90. Come on, folks.
Right, exactly.
You're just so far away at that point. But to him, it's not even that far away. We're only in 2 digits, not even 3 digits, not even $100 away. Only $90 away.
And stop it. Pussy Puncher 316 in the chat. And there's a username I should have used earlier. Yeah, no, he's very skilled at making it seem like it was a Seinfeld episode. It's like you're going to take a shower and you're going to go to sleep. And then it's only like, instead of 3 days, it's like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to cut all the nonsense out. It's only $90, dude. Yeah, that takes a lot of people almost a half a day to make. 4 to 6 hours of work is usually $90.
You get a fast food worker, that might be their day.
Exactly. And I've been in that position before where I was making about $100 a day. And you're right. It's like $8 an hour, $9 an hour. You're like, fuck, man, I'm not making anything. You know, because $100, that's a trip to the mall, you know?
Labs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat, and Rumble rant links are posted. If you'd like to click them and throw them a few bucks, we're not far from getting inside of that $50. It's up to you if you want to throw in that 40 or 45. We've got 1 minute left. We may miss tonight.
Maybe.
Which is okay. We'll
Thank you, Matt. Reminding me of the speed dating girl who didn't give a shit last week. Oh, I need to put her on the board. She just gave no shits, just like Matt doesn't give a shit here. Okay.
Got 1 minute left. We may miss tonight.
Maybe.
Which is okay.
I need to hear that maybe a few more times. That maybe is completely lacking girth. On to Clown, we your clip was first up. Really fun job in court the other day.
Keep your head up, April. Keep your head up. That was great, dude. I was so happy for that. I'm sad that I didn't get to jump in on the call, man. I was busy during the afternoon.
5. We've got 1 minute left. We may miss tonight.
Maybe.
Which is okay. We'll go into that pull tab fund. We'll make up the difference. And we'll just miss overtime for this evening. So again, if you guys want to throw in, links are in the chat. Positive steel toe, though. We missed by $90. We'll figure it out.
Matt is just so checked out. It's like he's going through withdrawals here. If you get a bump of that goal, Matt, will you be back on this planet?
And here's the thing. I've seen Aaron do the same thing where he's just like, I guess we're not doing it today. And shucks, if I didn't do a good show. And like this piano music is perfect. And Matt's face sums it up. And then $20 come. All right. Yeah. All right. We're back on the horse, baby. 20 more. But you see, real quick, before I get too sidetracked, he cut it from 90 to 45. Like it was like, we're $90 away. 50, if we get him with 50 of the range, that's $45 more. Like he talks you down into making you think you're actually giving him less money or something. It seems like this weird sales pitch, reverse psychology. Just eliminate the goal, man. Please.
And we've got Matt. It looks like the microphone is like holding his head up. I've seen that once before when I covered Bubba the Love Sponge on co-host auditions, where the lady in the room just looked like she was being propped up like by her microphone.
Yeah, it's right up his nose.
Instead of Can I Borrow a Feeling, we get the Steel Toe Morning Show podcast by Sam Bibley's comparison to Kirk Van Houten versus Aaron Imholte.
40 seconds left. Point. Let's just do the countdown.
Can I borrow a feeling? I can't forget how I forget how the tune goes.
No, but you got the voice right. It sounds good.
And if it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And the pull tab fund will be at 210 after tonight.
I'm not getting paid. Like, he knows he's not getting the money that he is owed from the audience, because the audience does owe him the money. Aaron gave him the raise, and it's up to someone else to actually put that income somewhere.
Yeah, Roots Calhoun with a good point. He says, if you're going to hate Aaron, at least make it funny. Otherwise, it's just lame. Say what you want, but Aaron respects a good joke. Exactly. Some of you just have Asperger's, and you just kind of yell shit. And it's not entertaining. I don't mind hate.
We have Asperger's. You have Klinefelter. We've all got our issues.
Let's call the whole thing off. I agree.
I just want it to be entertaining. All right, guys, we got 10 seconds left. Looks like we're going to continue our evening show losing streak. That's unfortunate, but... Well, guys, again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Looks like we get an extra half hour off tonight. And, hey, man, we'll retool.
We didn't win monetarily, but we've got 30 more minutes of free time. Thank you, folks. Serenity Now, Aaron.
Yeah,
Serenity Now.
That is exactly how he spends every semi-loss. It's like, okay, well, if I didn't make the money, at least I can go to bed early. It's like, and the truth is he probably should just do the extra half hour anyway. He should just he doesn't have rules set for himself. 4-hour show,
well,
$300, be done.
If we're starting to tinker with this format, 4 hours, no. No, I don't think he should do that extra half hour ever, because I don't think his show should be 4 hours. Like, as I say with my shows, I'm aiming at like 90 minutes when I'm solo, about 2 hours when I've got someone here. Maybe 3 hours still seems kind of long for Aaron, but 4 hours a day. Actually, I was kind of happy to see that Hack Rides decided to make shorter shows, going down from the 3-4 hour more to like a 2 hour.
A 2 hour,
because even for someone that I like this, it's, you know, it's all dependent. It's like the more radio format where you're going the 4 hours, more of a TV format where you're like, we are going to go to, and I just lost my train of thought.
I did too.
Because we usually don't see Red. Thank you, Venus, for the $100. Big chunk. Play toward the goal. Come on, guys, let's rally up.
Let's rally.
Thank you, Venus. You killed my train of thought, but I am very thankful and have a little super chat jingle.
Thanks for the super chat, super chat, super chat.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Venus, for the super chat. No goals here. We just appreciate the money coming in, and I guess I should like the photo shoot. The thumbnails need an update. I know I don't. Some people say you don't need the photo shoot. I think I want to do the photo shoot, but yeah, I don't have a goal. Anything that comes in, I appreciate very much.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and thank you so much. I appreciate you on behalf of Dylan. But I agree. I stick to a 2-hour format on Sunday nights. I only am getting away with it because it's slightly interactive. Anything more than that is just you're overstaying your welcome. Hack Ride shortening up his shows definitely helps me digest some of the things easier. I like Catch 22 being a set couple hours, and I like Eric the Midget being a set couple hours, which is wildly hilarious, by the way.
With Who Are These Podcasts, like 2.5 hours, it seems about right. When it comes in at 90 minutes, it seems like not long enough. And about 3 hours, it's getting long in the tooth. So yeah, just the 4-hour format in general, usually not a fan of in this format. And thank you, Johnny Blaze, following the rally. We stole your rally, Aaron, with a $1.99. Poor guy Chuck play here. Poor guy Chunk play here. Oh, A. Smith, Val Venus was his favorite wrestler. Val Venus, I wish he would release some more content. He is a crazy person. And when I covered him on co-host auditions, I agreed with him scarily way too often.
We'll reload. We'll try to do our best tomorrow. Hopefully we earn it.
I had fun, though.
I'ma do my stuff.
Maybe I'm a narc.
Okay,
this is, I love this.
This one's 4.5 minutes from So Thorough Joe Burrow. So this will be the last one of the day as we see sex guys talking sex.
Oh,
I did have one more of Matt's last show. I don't think I have a timestamp on that one. I do have a timestamp on that one. So let's dabble in sex guys talking sex. And then we'll end with Matt's last show.
I got throat cancer from eating pussy. Now,
oh yeah,
that's either one of two things. That's either a crazy flex, like, bro, I'm elderly and I eat so much fucking pussy I gave myself a tumor, or it can be perceived by the public as you kind of just called your woman, old cancer crotch, or a pharyngeal cancer.
Oh, okay.
Have been rising since the mid
Ferengi cancer? But that's an alien race in Deep Space Nine.
2000, and its main cause is a sexually transmitted disease, the old HPV.
HPV.
Yeah.
You do a little HPV voice followed by a burp. You're losing points with me left and right, Matt.
I think Matt has lost everything with Aaron's audience. I think he's the most hated.
Sorry, that one snuck up on me.
But a lot of these broads, aren't they supposed to be getting that shot where they don't get the HPV? All right, pussy, for God's sake. So it is. There's nothing in our dick that'll give you cancer. But us eating your pussy is rotting our throats out. I don't know if Indian men eat pussy or not, and it's not something I'm going to be researching. However, I will say this. I think in India, in many parts of India, I don't want to know.
I'm going to say in India, because it's all dirty and shitty, nobody's eating pussy there. Now, if an Indian man lives in America...
Wait. Let me stop you. Let me stop you for a second.
Go to India. Go fucking
Maybe,
Google that.
wait a minute.
Okay.
Even in the dirty villages, they might still eat pussy because they don't know anything different. They don't know, like, dirty pussy is just pussy to them.
I guess.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't think people ate pussy when it was those giant fur burgers in the Middle Ages and shit, the Dark Ages? You don't think that a farmer, after working, 17-hour days out in the field, hauling and planting and harvesting and all that, you don't think he came back and just munched down on a sweaty, hairy
because
box?
you know how bad that sweaty, hairy box tasted and smelled. You couldn't get near it.
Nothing like cock, huh, Matt? Nothing like a smelly old cock.
Steven says, Steven,
I had enough of sex talk from sex guys. Jump into 405 here of Matt's last show.
Before you hit play, this is why I don't talk to dudes at work. I've worked with guys like this who come in with their weekend war stories. They're like, oh man, I was crushing so much puss. And I'm like, dude, this is a bakery. We cook here. I don't need to hear about your ex. I don't know. Some guys just like to divulge without any. It's not like I said, hey man, how was your weekend? It's not even that. It's like they just come, guess what I did? It's like, calm down, buddy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
never really got into sex talk at work. Sex talk at the bar, that seems proper.
that's right. And that's the other comment. I would be sitting 2 stools down from these 2 retards. Artards? Leotards? I need to check my
Well, the
language.
Clippers have been letting the hard R fly, so it doesn't seem to be as much of a problem as the bundle of sticks words over here on YouTube.
Which is a little, also more fun. But I would just be like, you know who you're sitting next to when you see these guys. You know what I mean? It's like, there's not a lot going on upstairs.
Dabble videos. They didn't feel like the same old great bits you did on radio, just another reaction channel. Yeah, I guess, that could be it too. I got to take responsibility for that. I could be up. I think about that sometimes, like when we miss or Johnny's not interested or whatever. I'm like, maybe I've lost my ability.
Johnny's not interested most of the time. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, he's in the same spot that Corey Adam was before Corey got sick of Aaron's show, it would literally be this. Like, you would watch Corey's top of his head because he's doing phone shit the whole time.
But he's still
Johnny's
getting a
starting
paycheck,
to do the same thing.
and it's a variant of what he wants to do for a living. He doesn't want to do this exactly, did Corey Adam, but it was a variant until he was able to step out on his own.
Yep, now he's the Walrus. Give Corey Adam a second look if you haven't. He's funnier than Johnny, that's for sure. And at least is more open to having fun.
To really do this in the way maybe I'm past my prime. And then there's times where I do solo shows and I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
Like there are times I do solo shows and I'm just like 4.5 hours went by like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, so yeah, it's, I think that it's like police or it's like teachers.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where if you spend too much time doing a show with somebody, you spend enough time working with somebody, there starts to be that friction, you know, it without
so
fail.
It works out good that I leave and come back and leave and come back.
You probably do it the healthiest out of anyone. And this internet shit, you know, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, this internet shit is different.
Such as you, who is currently speaking. It's not for you, Aaron.
Yeah, we both had the same
than radio shit. So and Corey, as we know, was not always the best at leaving it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I don't, all I know is it's, we got Matt's last day. We're going to have some fun. I hate to be a businessman, but we need donations and need to make some money because we got killed last.
Throw it in.
And I want to make Matt some money tonight. I feel pressured to make Matt a bunch of money.
You
today.
shouldn't feel that. I just need you to make money. What am I going to listen to when I'm done here?
That's very sweet.
Yes.
That's very sweet.
Another highlight of why Matt is leaving. He wants to make some money, but it's when he comes to work, he's not guaranteed to make the money that he's hoping to.
I wonder what he's doing.
He gets his minimum, and then he sounds like a WWE wrestler. I got my minimum, but then I made some more shots. But doesn't matter how many shots you make. The audience isn't there. Well, it is sometimes.
I want you to make money, sir.
Hey, you and I have that in common.
We both want you to make money.
We both want me to make money.
So I have somewhere to come back to once in a while and hang out and tell some stupid jokes.
Oh, Poe with a good idea. Matt, what is your personal PayPal and Venmo? I bet if you shared that, you'd beat the goal on your own. Spiteful donations can be lucrative. Yeah, if we ran like a money laundering scheme where we gave out yours and you just throw it back at me after we're done.
Oh, there we go.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That's something. Look at those eyes. Like that's an idea that he's half joking, half serious about. Of like, yeah, we get some hate donations, but you gotta throw me back a percentage of those, because you wouldn't be getting those donations if they weren't hate donating to someone that isn't me.
Right. Yeah. No. The gears are turning. He's like, oh, I can actually make more money.
This isn't a half bad idea.
Yeah, see, but I don't know it though because my phone's across the fucking room. Maybe I'll go get it when I piss.
Rob Saul's dog with $5 says, how much do you think Gino is seething right now since his former co-host Aaron Berg is on Tim Pool being funny?
Well, Gino's never experienced being funny. He's experienced being loud. So this is something that he's just fully jealous of someone being funny.
Gino is the most jealous compound guy. If anybody gets ahead of Gino, he's like, oh man, fuck them.
Okay.
Shit. I didn't know that Aaron Berg was on Tim Pool. That's kind of big. I don't know if Gino's seething over it. I don't and I will say this. I said this morning about Keanu, and I want to say the same thing about Gino to the audience. Boy. I think we can leave them alone.
Okay, I'll go.
I think the past is the past, guys. I don't think we need to.
Oh, thank goodness. The past is the past. So you won't be talking about April's omnibus court appearance this morning. There's probably clips out right now. I was refreshing the clippers to see if any of them had them. And just like the past is in the past with Ricada. We didn't have 10 minutes of you talking about Nick Ricada earlier today.
What a goof.
Hypocrite.
Fuck. with Gino or Keanu.
Until they're back.
I think what's done is done. The past is the past, and we move on. $1 from Clopogram says, Matt, once you leave the show, you could go on MLC and earn an easy $250. MLC is a fun show. KB does a good job.
Yeah, if I don't want to go on there and talk about Aaron now, why would I want to go on there and talk about Aaron tomorrow?
Well, because you won't be working here anymore. So I can't. If you don't work for me and you talk about whatever, that can't impact me. The only thing I'm worried about is someone who works for me.
You could go and talk about April on MLC. You can't, or Ashley, rather. The protective order isn't against April. It's against Ashley LaRue, which Matt can't talk about her here on the Steel Toe Show. He can talk about her over on MLC. Well, he can talk about her both places, but it violates Aaron's protective order.
Yeah, and I think he's getting ready to say, like, I don't care if people that don't work for me talk about me, that he does care if his employees talk about him, which with the money he's paying, they're going to talk about him no matter what. I think Johnny's the only one left with any type of fake respect even. And again, I think that's a standoff. Johnny's quit already, but still wants the money. Aaron's been buying his...
Johnny, I wouldn't say it's respect that he has for Aaron. It's begrudging acceptance that he has for Aaron.
Which is strange, because I guess they were all friends prior to Aaron being on the radio. I mean, Johnny's not an employee. It's not somebody he hired. It's somebody he knew. Same with April. He doesn't... it's like I can't be a co-host or you can't be a co-host because Aaron can't take the chance of not being able to beat one of us down if he needed to.
He doesn't want anyone that actually would improve his show with their wit. That would make Aaron look bad.
Yeah,
he needs to be the Opie, actually, as we're talking about this. Run the show, be the Opie, be the guy who pisses people off, and you need the wit there on the second mic.
Yeah, very much so. And over the last 16 episodes of the St. Cloud Moron Show, we've seen how much more Aaron is Opie than his idol, Anthony.
His twin. No, clone. He's never used twin. He's always used clone. That he's a clone.
Still love that.
What if I don't want to be a shitty friend?
Well, what? I mean, you can't talk about me and not be a shitty friend?
Maybe I don't care enough about going out there and publicly, like...
The past is a magic landfill. It doesn't count. Absolutely right, roach bait.
Putting your shit out there. Like, if you want to put your shit out there, you will.
Well, if you want to
talk about what you want.
But, you can talk about me and still be a good friend. I just, while you were working on the show, I didn't want you going on there because I didn't want you saying something stupid that could come back at me and get me in trouble.
Also, I kind of, I don't know, maybe just want a little break from the internet.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
$180 in Matt's pocket right now. That's $10 away.
$10
from the missed morning show.
Oh, shit.
Today. So we've got 1 minute left.
Oh, now going back and retroactively, the goals count. You're making up for the goal, which those dirty, filthy morning people didn't hit. Thank you, nice night people. You're giving Matt money and making up for those freeloaders in the morning.
For Matt to make 10 more bucks.
Yep.
And be even.
If we want Matt to make 10 more bucks, so send me 100 more bucks, and Matt will get 10.
I wish he would just
with
do
the
that.
morning show today.
Just be honest.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool. We're gonna get out of here though.
Yeah,
you ended up $10 short.
It's been fun,
but that's a nice little chunk for coming in here for 4 hours a week or so. I love doing a show with you. It's always a different dynamic. A
retarded one.
It's so retarded, and I have so much
What did
fun.
you call it when I scratched my back with a hammer? What was that?
It's some real redneck shit.
Yeah, redneck shit. So you need some redneck shit every now and then.
Absolutely.
That song.
And you'll stop by and do some redneck shit from time to time. But I'm very happy that you've moved onward and upward in the world. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. So
things are going good. I got things I have to do, and that's life, man.
If you moving on up in the world and doing better for you
to the east side,
you and your family and everything else means that you can't do this show anymore, I think that's a small price to pay for everything going well. So thank you very much, and of course we'll hang out. We're friends, and you'll be on the show every once in a while. But thank you for.
We are friends. I think you were friends, and then did the show with him. I think that R turned into a were. That's my theory.
I think
feeling.
I'm debating: is Matt fed up with Aaron, or is Aaron fed up with Matt? I think Matt might be fed up with the comment section.
Matt is just such a. He's got nothing to add. I can't quite tell. He's always got that look on his face.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing a spot on this show that needed to be filled at a very tough time.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say you had big shoes to fill, like in terms of talent. I'm not saying they weren't that April wasn't talented.
I understand.
But you were filling a spot that was difficult for me.
Yeah.
And you stepped in and you did a great job, and you were the co-host we needed at the time.
Yeah, like Trump. He wasn't the president you wanted. Or no, wait. How does that go?
Wasn't the president you wanted.
I think you're quoting Spider-Man, actually, not a campaign slogan.
It'd be the president you needed.
Yeah, that was me. I'm just the one. I was just there.
Scott Richard Stass.
Am I quoting the wrong superhero movie? Some fucking superhero movie.
It says, "Can we get a farewell kiss?" No,
not the hero we wanted, the hero we needed. Some fucking superhero movie.
The hero we deserve. Yes, I know what quote you're trying to. He screwed it up too, and yeah, it's from one of those Marvel movies.
Here we go.
Oh,
Easy Money's wife with $9.99 says boom, and pumpkin popsums with ducks. We take $7.50 out of each one of those. That means Matt got to $195 tonight.
Hell yeah.
$195 for Matt.
And that's how we end the clip, with a little Imholte math for Matt. $10 and $10 minus $3.50 a piece, $7.50, or no, that would be $2.50 that he's taken out there. So that's what's up in the world of Steel Toe. Over in the world of Hackeride, he's looking at suitcases. You get into a suitcase for a crazy woman, you get your just desserts. You got to be careful with your kink partners. So thank you for covering that woman killing her boyfriend in her suitcase case. That is a fun one. Hey, that is the proper writing. The suitcase case.
Yes, that's right. Suitcase is one word. And I'm also laughing at Mr. Z. He's like, "Batman, you idiots!" I'm like, "Oh yeah, no shit." As soon as I read it, I'm like, "Oh no, duh." I'm sorry. I apologize.
Not even fucking Marvel, you fucking idiots.
Yes, that's right. How do you? That's great. How do I know more about it? It's current. It's the current zeitgeist. That's why. No, and Mr. Z was the one I timed out last week for a thing, Gino's favorite word. So just, different chat over here, get some things.
Yeah, I'm just conflating any movie that came out after the year 2000, 2001. I'm just not as good with my movie trivia. It's all just a pile of quotes where I know damn well what things came from. But there was a comedy Batman over on TikTok that didn't know the lore of Batman at all, and it was fun to ask him of Damian. Damian, who's Damian? Your son? ? Exclamation point. With your wife Talia? He like knew the movie Batman, but not a single bit of lore that wasn't in those.
You're right, and most of my Batman lore stems from the animated series, from the early to mid 90s. Like that's the biggest chunk that was cemented in my brain. But I do know a bit of, I know a lot of the Adam West Batman. And there was a Batman before him that was like a 1940s Batman.
That came on Amazon. I don't know if it's still up there, but it was on Prime for a bit. The serials that came on, the short serials that came on before the feature presentation at the movies.
Yeah, those were really interesting to watch. And that's another one, Batman Beyond. What a great second chapter to the Batman story. Paul Dini's really great writer, story creator, character creator, all that stuff.
I should have been tuning in live to Catch 22 last night. Mentioned a couple of times, apparently. Mentioned the one in which I was up for a position, and they decided to go in a different direction. And of course, with the suitcase killer, because keeping me in like a kennel, a cage while you're off at work, that's one thing. But in a suitcase, that's a whole nother thing from someone that you have a physically abusive relationship with. You choose your kink partners very carefully. And that dumb bitch never came up with the idea that, oh, we're just kinky people. Please give me accidental manslaughter, not for second-degree murder.
She thought she was going to talk her way out of it. Like, completely, oh, it was an accident. I'll just go home now. And that, nope. And that's one of the things. Did she shove him down the stairs in the suitcase? Because in the courtroom, they say she may have clobbered him with a baseball bat while he was in the suitcase. You know, like she was going to F this guy up pretty bad. And it's really interesting to me. Because, like you said, she had no excuse. We were playing hide and seek.
She kept to that, too. We are two adults who were playing hide and seek. Just so easy to be, but she was trying to come up with something that would get her out of that jail sentence, period. When she had to be like, all right, I'm going to jail. Maybe we can make it minimum if it's a crime of passion, if it's accidental manslaughter. Nope, never crossed her mind.
Well, and now she has a current attorney. She has a defender who volunteered and took the case after going through 7 or 8 public defenders on her own, almost having to represent herself. This guy is now saying it happened because she was abused by him. So now she's trying to play the reverse victim. She lashed out and killed him because he had been hitting her.
Which is kind of, he's working with what he's got. In that footage that she didn't remember of filming, she has all the times that you hit me. That's been right there the entire time. The abused now striking back, but
right.
That's what's happening over there in the fuck. I forget her name. It's a fun case to follow.
Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone. Yeah, who's now thank goodness for her not representing herself after running through so many lawyers.
Oh, dude, that's a handful of a person. There's no way. I feel bad for anybody that ever dated her because she has a kid and ex-husbands. I feel bad for them.
So we are going to go on and get the heck out of here. It's about 2 hours in. We got a little Batman happy talk, just a little Batman happy talk, because we fucked up that quote. Thank you, Mr. Z, for hitting us with the bat. You never see that. You've got the bat shark repellent. Robin, give me the bat baseball bat. That would be right in my version. I'll be back tomorrow with TikTok around the clock. Hope we run into Dallas Nicole Dallas again. She is the latest TikToker who I have pledged my soul to. I think I've had one each week that I've like, shut up and take my soul, you gorgeous woman, you. So hopefully we'll be seeing her again, and then I'll be back next week, Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, for some more shenanigans. And any plugs for you, Mr. Snake?
Not much. Just at SpurgSnake on Twitter, at SpurgSnake for YouTube. I shortened it down so it's easier to find. Gonna try to get back into some pop-up music streams, maybe one before your show tomorrow if I get my silly ass out of bed. I'm back to today's got me back up early. I had to get up at like 8 o'clock today, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And
yeah, so go check out that early stream that we were both part of on What's This Game with Annie O'Ryan, where we talked about Outer Worlds, a game that really kicked my fucking ass for hours on end before I figured out what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, you really got to play into the aspects of the game early on. You got to keep your armor up and shoot the right enemies with the right gun until you're buff.
So that's what's going on our channels. And we are going to go ahead and get the heck out of here. Thank you for joining me, Spurgsnake. Thank all you beloved chatters for joining. Now feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right, dear honey, with the right and left date. Grand right and left, around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girl. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.